Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Leif Arneson and I'm the founder of the Vegan Gym. Today I'm going to be analyzing some of the top plant-based protein powders. Over here we have the Naked Nutrition line. These are pea protein powders. We have another pea protein powder from Now Foods. This one is from Orgain, and we have two from Garden of Life and then one from Vega. So we're going to be analyzing these based on essentially how cost effective they are for building muscle. So what are the best protein powders for building muscle, but also from a price perspective. So before we begin, do you really need a protein powder? I know there are two pretty distinct groups formed on this issue. Some people say, no, you can get all from food, and they are completely right, you can. Other people say you really need protein to be able to achieve certain fitness goals, and there's some truth to both sides. It's really kind of a personal decision, but I choose to use protein powder because for one, it's convenient. It's very easy to take on the go. For two, it's very easy to hit your macro goals, macronutrient goals, if you're trying to do like high protein macros, especially if you're trying to shred weight. And then it can also be very cost effective in terms of ingesting protein, as opposed to some more expensive protein sources like organic quinoa. And it's also very versatile. So all of these protein powders you can mix into things like oatmeal or like pancake batter or something, and that's something I do on pretty much a daily basis. So for those reasons, I decided to use protein powder, but you can make your own decision after watching this video. So there are generally 4 different types of protein powder, plant protein powder. We've got soy, pea, hemp, and then also rice protein. So those are the top 4. Most of the ones here are pea protein. That's my personal favorite, and it's also the best in terms of its amino acid profile. If we look at amino acid profiles, and we specifically look at branched chain amino acids, which are known as BCAAs, the two over here, these Naked Nutrition pea protein powders, have the highest BCAAs of all of these, and that's per gram, per serving size. And that's essentially because they don't add anything else really to their protein powder. This one has a little chocolate flavoring as well as a little sweetener. This one is completely unsweetened, but together they have some of the highest BCAA profiles. So these are around, this one is about 7.6 grams of BCAAs per 40 gram serving. As a quick aside, I chose a 40 gram serving across all of these because that's about the average serving size. So these have like a recommended serving size of about 30 grams, and some of these are around 45. So I decided to analyze them all at about 40 grams to equate them all, to make it an equal comparison. So again, we have about 7.6 grams of BCAAs here. We have 5.9 grams of BCAAs here, 4.4 grams, 3.4 grams, 4.7 grams, 5 grams, and then 5.9 grams. So that's one way of determining its muscle building potential, especially leucine, which is one of the 3 BCAAs. Leucine is generally regarded as being the most important amino acid for building muscle, and the amino acid, the leucine in these is also higher than the other ones. But the Vega and the Garn of Life also have high leucine amounts. So when we're looking at it from a cost perspective, both of these Naked Nutrition pea proteins come in around 97 cents per 40-gram serving. The Now Foods is $1.22 per 40-gram serving. The Orgain is also $1.22 per 40-gram serving. The Garn of Life, just the raw organic chocolate protein, is $2.19 per 40-gram serving. Then we have $2.30 for the other Garn of Life Sport version, and then $1.80 for the Vega performance protein. So that's looking at all from kind of the amino acid profile and also from a cost perspective. So generally speaking, these have a higher, a better amino acid profile, which indicates improved muscle building potential, and they also are the lowest cost. Boom! All right, so now we will be taste testing the different protein powders. We've got samples, 20-gram samples in each of these cups in front of me, and I put them in about the same amount of water for each one, and we've left them out for a few minutes, and we're going to start taste testing them. So we're going to start over here with the Naked pea protein, the chocolate flavor. I'm going to first mix it up for about 15 seconds. I'm going to do that for all of them, and then see what the kind of the texture is, see if there's any like chunks, and then also do a taste test. So this is the first one. Let's give it a shot. So I'm going to do this for about 15 seconds. Looks pretty good. All right. So, seems like there are a few chunks in here, but overall pretty good. So all of these are just in straight water. This one tastes all right. It has a little bit of a like a cocoa aftertaste, but it tastes like really watered down, unsweetened hot chocolate that's cold. If that's appealing to you. All right, so that's one. It's I'd give its taste rating maybe about a 3, just right in water. So next we've got its plain brother. This is just straight pea protein. So let's mix it up and see how it tastes. We've got 15 seconds on the clock. We'll start now. So this like all went straight to the bottom. It was just like sludge on the bottom. I have a feeling that's not going to help its taste. All right, so it appears to not have any chunks. Looks like it blended really well, but let's try the taste. Yeah, that's I think a 1 is pushing it on the taste scale. I'd say that's really pretty much dreadful. And I would not recommend that in straight water. Maybe if you're having it in like some kind of baked good, or if you have like sweetener already in something, but just by itself, that's a no-go for me. So up next we have the pea protein from Now Sports, and this is the vanilla toffee flavor. So same thing, 15 seconds on the clock. We'll stir this up. right. Appears to be pretty smooth. I don't really see any chunks. Looks pretty good. That taste is miles better than the other two in just plain water. I really like the vanilla flavor. That's kind of always been one of my favorite flavors. So I might be a little biased, but I'd say that's probably a 6.5. It's pretty good, at least in comparison to the other two. So let's move on to the Orgain. This is their sweet vanilla bean flavor. Again, 15 seconds on the clock. Okay, and that really doesn't mix so well. There are lots of chunks on the top. It's really kind of getting chunked around my spoon and on the sides. So it doesn't mix so well, at least in 15 seconds. But let's see how it tastes. It's actually quite a good taste. It's can definitely taste the vanilla bean flavor. I'd give that, and it was even better than this toffee flavor. So I'd say that's probably about a 7.5 or so. Pretty good. Let's move on to the Garn of Life. This is a chocolate protein flavor. So we'll put 15 seconds on the clock. Mix it up. It's not mixing so well. Wow. So I was even trying to turn the cup a little bit, but you can probably see there are tons of chunks floating at the top. That didn't go so well. So probably needs to be stirred more to actually get a good taste, but let's try it, chunks and all. Kind of has a little bit of a poor aftertaste. I can't really place it, but it's definitely not as good as these, and probably on par about with this chocolate protein from Naked Nutrition. So it really doesn't mix well, at least quickly. Maybe in a blender would be good, but I'd say the taste really, it's probably about a 5. Wasn't that good. All right, so this is also Garn of Life, but this is their Sport Edition, and it's also chocolate. So let's see if that's an improvement. We'll put 15 seconds on the clock and go. Again, it doesn't seem to be stirring too well. Stirs a little bit better than this one, but not by much. So there's still some chunks at the top, some chunks around the sides, but let's see what it tastes like. Doesn't quite have that aftertaste that I didn't like so much in this one, but it's not much better. It does have a slight aftertaste, not as bad as this one was, but I'd still say it's probably 5.5, maybe at most. So not really feeling that one. And lastly, we've got the Vega. This is their Sport, and this is also a chocolate flavor. So let's see, 15 seconds. Mixes a little bit better than those other two. But still some chunks at the top. Well, that's by far the best chocolate flavor out of the 4 chocolate flavors. But it still isn't on par with this vanilla bean one, and even the toffee flavor. I'd say it's probably about a 6 or 6.5. So, in my opinion, the vanilla toffee it mixed very well, and the taste was pretty good. The Orgain also. That it didn't mix quite as well, but the taste was also very good. I'd say this one tastes the best of all of them, and this one probably mixes the best, but it's pure misery drinking that. So I'd say these are definitely the top 2, and I guess you won't know for yourself until you try them out, but in my opinion, these are the 2 winners. And as I said before, if you're looking purely at like a cost and like BCAA amino acid profile perspective, these 2 come on top in comparison to the other ones. So thanks a lot for watching this video. I'm going to be linking the tables below, so you can check those out of all of the costs and macronutrients, and also the amino acid profiles. I'll have those all listed out on a table, and you can see how they stack up against each other. And please also subscribe for more, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you.